Hey guys, I know this isn't the type of video I normally make, but I felt the need to talk about my experience with Spotify today. I would also like to warn you that I have a cough at the moment, and while I'm doing my best to edit it out in post and avoid coughing in the video, some coughing will likely appear in the final product. So, I'm sure the title of this video undoubtedly has you asking some questions. Why would anyone delete Spotify? Even if you don't want to pay for it, it's free. Why not just uninstall the app versus going all the way and closing your accounts? Or maybe you aren't if you already reached the same conclusion I have, or you prefer another music subscription service instead. Today I decided I would take advantage of the current Spotify promotion here, which is $9.99 plus tax for 3 months of Spotify Premium. I plan to purchase this membership with a prepaid Vanilla Visa gift card that I got for Christmas. Everything worked okay until I was denied the ability to pay using the card. I'd never experienced this issue before, but I figured I'd try routing the card through my PayPal account to get around any issues that prepaid debit cards sometimes have. I also made sure I registered a zip code on Vanilla Gift's website, which is necessary for some online purchases, as well as to use the card with PayPal. Despite all of this, I was unable to use the card to purchase the subscription with PayPal as well. I looked into one other option, which was buying a Spotify gift card, which comes in $30 as the smallest denomination as far as I can tell, and cannot be redeemed for discounted or group subscriptions. And apparently there's more eligibility, but this link just redirects to the same page as you can see. So, yeah. Upon doing more research, I discovered that Spotify did not support the use of prepaid gift cards. Right here it says we do not accept prepaid gift cards issued by Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. Last updated 15 October 2018. Apparently this has been a rule for a while, but I most definitely used these types of gift cards to purchase Spotify before, well into 2017 and even early 2018. I suspect it didn't route through my PayPal because PayPal also knows the card is prepaid, and presumably Spotify can interface with PayPal through an API and deny payments using anything prepaid. I found this forum full of users with a similar issue. One user suggested registering the card, which I had tried earlier with my card as well, only using Vanilla Gift's website, which allows you to assign the card a zip code, which, as far as I can tell, is the same as registering on the other website the user suggested. And so I was forced to give up, realizing that there was no real way to make this work. This might not seem like a big issue to some people, right? Just link my bank account to PayPal so I can pay, or give them my credit card or non prepaid debit card. This assumes a few things. While I am not exclusively blocked from using any of these methods, it is worth considering the following. First off, not everyone has access to a credit card because of their credit score or financial situation. While most everyone has a bank account, not everyone may be comfortable and should not be forced to link this to PayPal just to pay for Spotify. Some people may not have a credit card and may not want to create a debit card and tie it to their bank account for security or privacy reasons, which is perfectly valid. Some users of Spotify are below 18 and may not even have bank accounts. It is important to consider that Spotify does allow users that are below 18 according to their terms of service. Right here, it says, in order to use the Spotify service and access the content, you need to be 1, 18 or older, or be 13 or older and have your parent or guardian's consent to the agreements. While most parents might pay for their children's service, teens often work and may have parents who are not willing to pay for the service, and so the teens must pay for it themselves with their own money. Spotify should be more considerate to that portion of their user base, which I suspect is quite large. For a company who touts music for everyone, millions of songs, no credit card needed, this policy strikes me as not very inclusive. Now, I know what you might be thinking right now. Spotify is a subscription service, and there are plenty of legitimate reasons they might not want to accept prepaid cards. However, this is utter BS in my opinion. If they're concerned so much about receiving their payment or money, which I'd presume is the issue, then there are numerous things they could do to ensure this. Just like with many other subscription services, if a payment is declined because the card has ran out of money, then they can simply cancel the user's premium service after sending them an email reminding them to update their payment method if they wish to keep premium service. This isn't rocket science. In fact, as far as I can tell, no other major music subscription service, and correct me if I'm wrong, including YouTube Music, Premium, Google Play Music, Pandora, iTunes, or even Amazon Prime, which includes Amazon Music, has this type of policy. Lastly, Spotify as a company, while having large revenue, is not yet profitable, largely due to the expensive cost of licensing record labels and music in general so they can stream it. This is another thing that could potentially hurt user growth for Spotify. By imposing arbitrary restrictions that their competitors don't even have, they are only further limiting the number of people who can become subscribers and thus hurting themselves. Speaking of competitors overall, I personally think YouTube Premium and Music is a much better overall music provider. Users get the same benefits of music videos, no ads, offline playlists, the ability to close the app, etc. But most importantly, in my opinion, YouTube Music also includes indie music, obscure stuff published by groups such as Monstercat, remixes and modifications like Nightcore, as well as song cover channels, which often can't afford to or legally can't get onto Spotify for varying reasons. Now you might be wondering, okay, so stop using Spotify in favor of another platform and uninstall the applications because you're not using them. But why go so far as to permanently close all of your accounts? To answer this question, my answer is pretty simple. I personally don't want them to be able to count me among their user base for business, financial, and advertising revenue purposes. In a capitalist economy, the best way to make a company hear your complaints and change their product or service is to vote with your wallet. If people suddenly started unsubscribing from Spotify Premium and deleting their free accounts, the Spotify execs will start paying attention and asking why and figuring out how they can change to keep these users pretty fast. They don't want to lose money. I encourage you to join me in unsubscribing and permanently closing your Spotify accounts if you agree with some or any of the points I made in this video, and if you have anything to contribute to the discussion, feel free to talk in the comments. If you're still here, I'd like to talk for a minute about what the future of this channel is. I'll likely upload a mixture of gameplay footage with commentary, social, political, tech commentary, product service reviews, guides, and general fun videos on a semi-frequent basis. I'm currently working on recording my first playthrough of Soma, and it should start coming up as soon as tomorrow. If you're interested, feel free to subscribe. If you liked the video, make sure to click the like button. If you didn't, dislike it and leave a constructive comment about what could be better in the comments section. I'm new to the whole YouTubing thing. That's all for today. Adios.